the Digital Health Live Studio presented by United Healthcare. We are here at CES 2018. I'm Lygia Ricciardi with Clear Voice Consulting, and we have the honor today of speaking with Dr. Oz.
Why are we so far away from each other?
I don't know.
On the show, they usually put me so close to the guest, I feel like I'm sitting on top of them. They say it looks better on camera, but now I've learned I can maybe be a little more space. This is much more comfortable for us.
All right, good deal. So you seem to be really passionate about sleep. Why?
Sleep's the number one most underappreciated problem in our health in America, and a lot of us are nihilistic about it. We don't really believe we can impact on our health in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
And we have these phrases like, falling asleep, which is actually a misnomer because you don't just fall asleep. You have to work
Right.
at it.
Yeah.
Certainly by your third or fourth decade of life. And for the first time, I'm seeing technologies here at CES that can actually transform that. Because the biggest challenge I have giving advice to sleep on the show,
Yeah.
is I'm going to speak to 10 million people a week. They're not all the same.
Yeah.
And if half the population is having an issue with sleep, which they do, you got to come up with a lot of customized ideas. And the way to do that is to gather data. So for the first time, we have really high quality data.
Yeah.
That not from a sleep lab, which no one's going to do, because who wants to go to a basement of a hospital, get wired up and sleep outside your own bed? Now we have really high quality tools. Sleep Score Labs is the reason I'm working with them, is they're the best. And they've been vetted for years.
Yeah.
So they actually can mimic what would happen in a laboratory setting. So for the first time, I can start to say, okay, you know what, my problem sleeping is I get up at 4 in the morning and here are the reasons that happens.
Yeah.
Or you have an issue falling asleep and here's why that's happening.
Yeah.
So when you now see answers presented to you, whether it's a better mattress from Williams-Sonoma, or Sleepio is going to do cognitive behavioral therapy, or some eyeglass company is going to make a filter so you don't see blue at night, which messes up your melatonin.
Sure.
I don't want to do all those. Tell me the one that I have to do so I don't waste my money and spend time on things that aren't important to me.
And so you're a doctor, obviously, so you, in a sense, might have an edge on thinking about these things, but it sounds like a lot of these are really in the consumer market right now and in the hands of the consumer to help shape their own health.
Many are in the hands of the consumer,
Yeah.
and they've got to feel passionate and optimistic so that they'll actually take advantage of the tips. Now, listen, some of the problems are meaningful. 85% of sleep apnea is not diagnosed. That's something
Wow.
that actually we can help point that out,
Yep.
but a doctor needs to get involved. That's a huge deal because sleep apnea leads to high blood pressure, leads to obesity, all kinds of problems. And it's fixable.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of problems in our sleep that are purely up to us, and no one's going to do it for us. Caffeine is not a problem for most people, but it is for some people.
Yes.
Alcohol, again, if you don't have it right before dinner, or rather for bedtime, usually is not an issue. But for some people, it becomes a problem.
Yes.
And there's issues with light. The mattress is a real devastating mistake that some people make because you spend so much time in your bed. Why wouldn't you invest in it?
Right.
Think about this. Evolution.
Yeah.
Filters out things we don't need, right?
Sure.
Got rid of our tails. We don't need them.
Yep.
Evolution would have gotten rid of sleep if we didn't have to
Clearly
sleep.
something important's going on there.
Really important.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're spending 7.5 to 8 hours completely vulnerable to any animal of prey around you. It's vital to our survival and well-being.
So it seems like we're entering this new era in sleep technology. Where do you see the future going?
Within a year,
Yeah.
most people can hear my voice,
Yep.
should be managing their sleep by getting a number, not just to get the aggregate number, the
Yep.
final grade, but also to see what went wrong or not, and then customize exactly what their solutions are based on that problem. And a lot of big companies now are getting graded. They want to know how they're doing. They want to invest in better products, not waste the time on bad ones. And the solutions are going to be evident to you.
Yep.
So the shotgun approach is falling away. The customized approach that sleep doctors have been asking for is how we're going to be managing people without sleep. And that's going to help not just with our own well-being, but the productivity of the nation. Just in the time I gave my talk today, we wasted about $2.5 million of productivity just on sleep in this country.
My goodness. Wow.
So the numbers are big.
Well, I look forward to hopefully checking up with you in a year and seeing if your prediction has come true. I don't want to hold you back any longer. I know there are a lot of folks here at CES who would like to meet Dr. Oz. He is going to be signing autographs over at the Sleep Score Labs booth, which is over on the floor over here. So please go ahead and join him there. Thank you so much for joining us,
Appreciate
Dr.
it.
Oz. Once again, we are at the Digital Health Live Studio presented by United Healthcare at CES 2018. I'm Lygia Ricciardi, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.